Students, and welcome back for another Daily Do Now. Thank you for joining me. We have 2 more weeks left of Daily Do Nows. We can do this. Remember that all of these Daily Do Now vocabulary words that we go over, they're going to show up on that test that you took at the beginning of the term, and you're going to be retaking that in the last week. And don't worry about your actual score on the test. I'm giving you credit for taking the test. So we do want to see progression, and I'm really hoping that your scores improve now that every day we've gone over these different vocabulary words. But don't worry too much if, let's say, you get 60% or 70%. I'm not going to be putting the percentage that you get into the grade book. I'm just going to be putting like credit for you retaking that test. Now remember that our goal when you retake the test, the ultimate goal is to be 70% or above, because ultimately we want to get you redesignated as fluent English speakers. And in order to be considered a fluent English speaker, you really should be scoring at least 70% or above on that test. Okay, so a few of you have expressed worry about our final because it's retaking that test, but don't worry so much about the percentage that you get on the test. Just worry about trying to improve. That's the main goal, okay? So some of you have contacted me and you were worried about taking that test again because you didn't score great in the beginning, but don't worry about that. Thank you for contacting me. Don't worry about the percentage so much. Worry about improving. That's our goal, okay? All right, so we're going to talk about contact today. Now, contact can be a word that's used as both a noun and a verb. And today we are going to focus on how it is used as a verb, not the noun so much. You can have contacts in your phone. That's a noun. But we're going to talk about contacting someone. Okay, so let's say the word aloud. And here's your goal today. Use contact at least 3 times today. You should be using, I've had a few students contact me and ask if they should use these words in other classes. Absolutely. That's why they're called words to go. I want you to take them out and go other places and use them. Okay. So contact, we're going to use it in the verb form. It means to communicate. Oh, we didn't clap it out. How many syllables does contact have? 2. You got it. Okay, so here's our dictionary definition of contact. It means to communicate with someone, usually by writing or calling someone. Okay, and here's my little extra piece that I hide in the video for you to get correct on your Google form. And this time I don't have a picture or something special to show you, but I'm going to talk to you because part of your job to get redesignated as a fluent English speaker is to improve your listening skills. So I'm just going to talk to you today about the best way to contact Mrs. Wee. There are several ways to contact me. You could call me on my cell phone. You could call the school at 683-7670, I think, and then ask for my extension. You could email me through Synergy. And you can email me direct through cwee@easusd.net, or you can message me through the Google Classroom. I think I just mentioned 6 ways to contact me, right? You can call me on my phone. You can call me at the school. You could email me through Synergy. You can email me through cwee@easusd.net. I forget the other, what else did I say? You can email me through the Google Classroom. And I'm going to tell you the best way to contact me. It's the fastest and the easiest, and this is what you need for the answer. The best way to contact me is to message me through our Google Classroom. When you message me through the Google Classroom, I get it like that. because that is that's it. I get an instant message, and I have it linked to my phone, but it's not actually my phone. So that is the best way to contact me. On an assignment, message me. I get it right away. Okay. If you message me through, first off, you don't have my phone number, so you can't call me directly on my phone number. Secondly, if you call the school, you're going to leave a voice message. I go into the school about once a week just to do printing. I'm not allowed to be there very long, so I'm not going to check my messages at school. Synergy is really hard for me to. I have to go in. It's like 3 steps to get to my Synergy emails. EGUSD email is okay, but I don't get instantly notified when you email me through my school email. But the Google Classroom, it automatically, I get a beep, I get a notification that you have messaged me. So that is the fastest, easiest way to contact me, okay? You need that for your Google Classroom form. All right, onward to the sentence that I want you to create for today with this word contact. And it reads in the following sentence. This is how I'd like you to use the verb contact. After a job interview, you should contact the people I have a mistake. After a job interview, you should contact the people who interviewed you. 2. All right, good thing I caught that. So after a job interview, you should contact the people who interviewed you too. Now, you are becoming older, and you might want to get a part-time job as you finish out high school. A lot of my junior students and seniors, they have part-time jobs to help them save up for college, or buy the things that you might be getting your driver's license soon. You might need a car, gasoline. So if you go for a job interview, after the interview, it's wise to call and contact them and thank them for meeting with you, because that kind of leaves like an impression, and they might, oh, that was very kind of you. And they might be more likely to hire you if they realize that you are a thoughtful person. Another verb, because after the to is a preposition, this is called an infinitive preposition. So we want to use a present tense verb when we see to. Sometimes we put a noun there, but in this case, I want you to use a present tense verb and a little elaboration. So you could say, after a job interview, you should contact the people who interviewed you to thank them for meeting with you. So this is going to be in the present tense. Another present tense verb that you could put here, after a job interview, you should contact the people who interviewed you to check with them to see if the job is still available. Because sometimes when you go on a job interview, you won't hear right away. And so you might want to check and follow up. That's another verb you could use, is follow up. That's called a compound verb, follow, and then you need the up. It's a particle of the verb, but that's a good verb that you could use too. After a job interview, you should contact the people who interviewed you to follow up and see if the job is still available. I am looking forward to your responses. I hope that you can use a present tense verb that I don't have here. I really, really am impressed with students who do share new verbs that I wasn't even thinking about. So, all right. We just have 2 weeks left. You've got this. This week, I am going to continue to finish up the vocabulary that is on the final test. And remember, that's the test in the HMH, the app with the little dog. We're going to finish up the vocabulary here. You're going to read an article this week. And that article, when you're reading the article, remember that it has like how to paraphrase. I actually have embedded some of the questions that will show up on the final are in those article reads. So it's really important that you read those, be careful with them, Take your time with them. Some of you have gotten 0. They're only 5 points each, and some of you have gotten 0 out of 5. You can go back and redo the Google form. I want you to try to reach mastery. Go back and reread and re-answer and see if you could get better than 0 out of 5 points. I will take the higher score. You need to contact me when you redo those, though, because it doesn't automatically notify me that you've redone an assignment. And I'll take the higher score. But if you are taking the test over and over and over again, I'm not going to give you 100%, but I will give you like up to 4 out of 5. Okay? All right. You have this week will be another article that you're reading and more vocabulary that will prepare us for taking that issues test over again. All right. Have a lovely day. It's supposed to rain today, so stay dry, stay safe. And I will see you later for another Daily Do Now. We only have 9 more left. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing too many of them in the last week. I think I'm just going to go over test questions. Okay. Bye.